Hello. Today I'm going to be continuing our journey together on understanding what labels say. The last time we talked about labels, we talked about front of the pack, back of the pack, and all of that, and also the ingredient deck and the nutrition information. I touched upon some logos as well. Now I'm going to be talking more about what labels say, part two, where we talk about a little more on the back panel. So here you go. In the back panel, as you had seen from the last talk, we have something called the nutrition information. So what is a nutrition information? A nutrition information provides all the information on the nutrition of the product, may it be energy, protein, carbohydrate, fat. Does it have cholesterol, sodium, or any of the vitamins and minerals? It kind of tells you everything. It contains two sections, one that has per serve basis and then one that is percent RDA. Now, these are the must have in the nutrition information table. Now, what is the per serve? So, for this, you need to know what is serve size. A serve size is anything that is an amount that you consume at once, at one as per the instructions on the label. So, for example, if it's a biscuit packet, you might be saying it is 2 to 3 biscuits as one serve. Or if it is in this example, it is a scoop and it says it's 30 grams per scoop. Now, within this label, you also have something called energy. And then you need to know how to calculate that energy from the various parts of the nutrition, which is protein, carb, and fat, because each of those components provide some kind of energy to your body. So in order for you to understand that, let's go to the left side of this table, which talks a little more elaborate on how much energy you get from carbohydrate, how much you get from fat, and how much you get from protein or alcohol. So 1 gram of carbohydrates gives you 4 calories or kilocalories of energy. Now, if you have in this label 24 grams of protein, you just multiply it by 4 and you get 96 kilocalories. Similarly, you do the rest for carbohydrate and fat as given in the left side of the label, and you will get all these kilocalories which you can add up, and then you will see that it adds up to 111 kilocalories, which is present in the label right now. So that adds up to the total energy of that product. Now, apart from this, you also have, let's say, sodium. It says 97 milligrams are present. There is no cholesterol present. But then on the right side, you have this percent RDA. So what is percent RDA? RDA is recommended dietary allowance, and it is as per the Indian Council of Medical Research as part of the National Institute of Nutrition. They publish these recommended dietary allowances on and off, regularly in a book, and then we refer to it. It's either in a book or it can also be available online. So, for example, this is the book that I'm talking about, the dietary guidelines for Indians. And it basically is a council that actually looks at the entire target group. It could be man, women, infants, children. And within the children, you have boys and then girls. If you notice here, let's take the example of iron. The levels of iron are very different for men, for women. Pregnant women, it's much higher. As you might note, they might want to take more iron for the growing baby inside of them. And they have these boys and girls where invariably the boys have less need for iron versus girls. Girls have a higher need for iron in their dietary intake per day, right? Now, this is a table that lists all the proteins, carb, and some of the minerals and vitamins. There are other tables also that list certain other minerals that are not there in here, which I will allude to the next slide. Now, this slide here gives you a good example on how you can use this information in developing the nutrition information. So, for example, on the right side, I've circled it in red. You have protein at 21 grams per serve. Now, how did they calculate and get 38.8% RDA? So if you notice, there is always this RDA is based on certain target group. So you have to look for that target group in the bottom of the nutrition panel deck. So it says RDA is calculated for heavy worker men. So if you go back to the previous slide, in heavy worker men, we had given about all the men, sedentary, moderate, or heavy, it's 54 grams of protein for a 65 kg weight. Now, if they had given in that nutrition panel that it is RDA as per sedentary women, we might want to go to the sedentary women section and look at the amount of protein. But because they have written heavy worker men, we went to that section and we found that it is 54 grams per day of protein. Now we calculate that we add 100% RDA is equivalent to 54 grams, right? So now 21 grams on this product, how much is the RDA? You just do a direct calculation on it, 21 times 100 divided by 54, and you get 38.88%. In the same way for sodium, as I mentioned, the minerals and trace element intakes are different and they're equal for all the target groups, and they're different in the sense they're giving a different table, and that table is listed here. So sodium is 2000 milligrams per day. So here in this label, it's 40 milligrams. So you just calculate 100% RDA is 2000. So 40 milligrams is how much? And you do a direct quotient again here and you get 2% as your RDA, which is listed here in the label as well. So this is how you calculate the RDA content. You can do that for vitamins, minerals, and all. What does it say though? It says that in my entire day, I get from this product 38% of protein and 2% of sodium. So I can take other products throughout the day that will provide me the rest of the sodium that I need to go eat on a daily basis, and I can eat other products that give me more protein and things like that. Okay. Now, as I mentioned in the previous seminar, all the other things that are listed in the back of the panel are given here, including logos, warning statements, and whatnot. It also has a scanner here. It's a voluntary thing. You can scan this in your phone and you can get all the information on the product. Now that you know how to read labels, I just wanted you to be a little more attentive to what you read on the labels so you're kind of careful and understand what you're reading. For example, in this juice on the right side, it says Tropicana 100% orange juice. But when you look in the back, it says the first ingredient is water. So you might be a little confused saying, how come I'm drinking water and not orange juice? But then you also have to note that in the star, they have written concentrated orange juice that you reconstitute into 100% orange juice. And how else will you know that it is 100% orange juice? It doesn't have any other ingredient other than water and concentrated juice and few flavoring substances. Whereas on the left side, this label doesn't say 100% orange juice. It's just a fruit beverage. It says ready to serve fruit beverage, which means that it has water as the first ingredient and it has concentrated orange juice at 8.2, but it also has sugar and other solids like acidity regulators such as citric acid, salt, and many other things. And it also says that orange juice is only 45%. So this tells you that this is a sweetened juice beverage and not 100% juice beverage, right? You want to be a little more careful when you read labels and you pick the choice that you want. This is another example of a label just to mitigate the difference between an ice cream and a frozen dessert. Both will look alike. Both of them have air incorporated in it, and they give you this foamy, nice textured ice cream feel to it. But one is an ice cream and one is a frozen dessert. And how do you do that? How do you know that? The first ingredient in a medium fat frozen dessert is water, whereas the first ingredient in an ice cream is a milk solid made from milk. And you also notice that one more thing, it says in a warning statement here that it is made with edible vegetable oil. So it's an emulsion of water and oil together, and with all the different ingredients and stabilizers and things like that and flavoring substances. So when you eat it, you get that feel of an ice cream, but it is not really ice cream. Another way you will also notice is that most of these frozen desserts, they can incorporate high amount of air. And how will you know that? So if you look at the net weight and volume basis, you see here in the blue circle, it says 395 grams and 700 ml of volume, which means it has incorporated almost 100% of air, almost 100% air, right? Now, if you look at the right side, you get 500 grams of solid content net weight, and it is only 530 ml. Only 30 ml of air has been incorporated in it. which is quite creamy and very smooth, and it's not incorporated that much air. So this quite is a premium product versus this one may be more air than the right. So whenever you pick an ice cream, you might want to be more knowledgeable about what you pick. Now coming to another label here. This label here is about confusing label when it comes to actives. So here the active we are going to talk about is DHA. DHA is docosahexaenoic acid. It is an omega-3 fatty acid, and it says here on the right that it is 50 milligrams of DHA is present in this one serve of a product. And if you look at the information, the nutrition information, you will know what it really contains. It contains an oil of DHA which is 20% concentrate, and that is 50 grams, 50 milligrams in this product. So if you uh, clearly understand this, you back calculate, you will understand that actually this product contains one fifth, right? One fifth of this 50 milligrams, which is actually 10 milligrams of this product. All right, not 50 milligrams of DHA. So you want to be very careful when you read your labels and not get confused or misled, I would say. All right. Now, you all know what labels say, but there are certain things that labels also don't say. They don't say where the ingredients are coming from, what is the quality, what is the traceability, are the ingredients from a sustainable source, is the manufacturing facility using sustainable resources, is the water being saved when they made this product, how is the quality of the product, how is the stability of the product, are they promising, are they going to promise and give me what they are saying on that till the end of shelf life, has it been tested to make sure that I get everything I need at the end of shelf life? All these are not written on the label. These are all things that you deduce with the trust based on the brand, based on the manufacturer. So you have all these choices in front of you, but you only go and buy that one product, right? So all of these factors factor in for your choice, and these are not present on the label. The claims that the product has, whether the studies have been done, how strong are those studies. So these are all things that are not really given on the label, but it is from the end, from the relationship that is built between the customer and the manufacturer. So I hope you guys understood what labels kind of say and don't say. And we will revisit with you with more such videos that explain these concepts in a more simple term. And thank you for watching, and hope you had a wonderful experience. Thank you.